Hi, I'm Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com, and I don't like ordinary Christmas songs. I mean, let's face it, most of the stuff is overplayed, and way before the season's over, we're really sick of hearing them. Okay, Jingle Bells, Silent Night, you got to sing those once with the family or at the Christmas party, but one of the reasons why I can't stand to go to the mall from November through January is they're always playing the same soundtrack over and over and over again, the same old songs. Anytime I find a fresh Christmas song that actually amuses me or is clever, I jump on it like kids on Christmas presents. And this is one of them. Even Santa Claus Gets the Blues by Marty Stuart. This song is solidly in the intermediate guitar category, so don't be frustrated with all the new chords and everything if you're a beginner. However, I totally understand if you want to learn this just to have something new to play for Christmas, so I'll make it as clear and complete as possible. If you have a band to play this with, then by all means go get the Marty Stuart recording and show them what they're supposed to do. There's some really neat stuff in it. But if you're going to play it solo acoustically, which, let's face it, no matter what band you're in is more likely, here's some tricks to make it sound more interesting. That opening riff that I played, I'm hammering on the 5th string, 1st and 2nd frets. You can pluck it if you want. And then I'm laying on that low E string while I put the E chord in place. It's not that hard though, since that's where your middle finger winds up and the rest of the fingers fall in place if you know your E chord. And what I'm doing for that is I'm sliding from the E to the 1-fingered A chord, and then I'm giving it some open. All I'm playing are these 3 strings. Throw a G chord in to lead back down to the E chord. And now onto the chords. I want to focus on the newer, the harder, the bar chords, the sharp stuff that most guitarists avoid. So if you want more help with the open chords, the E's and G's and C's, look in the video links below. So the first one we come across is going from an E chord up to a G sharp. Now that's going to be on the 4th fret with your first finger across the whole 4th fret. And then basically you're playing the E chord with these 3 fingers. Your middle finger winds up on the 3rd string, 5th fret. Ring finger reaches over on the 5th string, 7th fret. Pinky goes in behind it on the 4th string, 7th fret. So it's just like if you played an E down here and slid it up here, barred across. If you're having trouble with your bar chords, remember the lowest note is the most important. I can play these 4 strings I've got my fingers on, and it sounds just fine. Sounds better if you get the high notes, of course. The next chord, the C sharp minor, is really easy. We're going to take these 3 fingers, leave them in exactly the same position, and move them over 1 string. Play just 5 strings, leaving the E string out. So I've got my first finger across the 4th fret, all the strings, muting the E string. I've got my middle finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. Ring finger is on the 4th string, 6th fret. The pinky is on the 3rd string, also on the 6th fret. The E/B just means that the E, you're playing an E with a B in the bass, and all you have to do for that is to play your E chord and leave out the E string. Starting it with a B makes it an E with a B in the bass. Sliding from there to the A7 is very easy. Ring finger goes on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Middle finger goes on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Play 5 strings. The B flat diminished 7, again, the longer the chord, it doesn't necessarily mean the fingering is more difficult. All you're going to do is put your first finger across 4 strings, first 4 strings on the 2nd fret, and then your ring finger gets the 1st string 1 fret above it, and your middle finger gets the 3rd string 1 fret above it. Now I say it that way because this is another one of those movable chords. And really, there's only 3 diminished chords, so this chord can be played a lot of different places on the neck and it's the same chord. But for convenience, we're going to play it on the 2nd fret. The B9 chord, again, is not as hard as it seems. You're going to put your middle finger all the way across on the 5th string, 2nd fret. First finger goes on the 4th string, 1st fret. And then you're going to take your ring finger, lay it down, and get the other 3 strings all on the 2nd fret. Might have to work up the strength in your ring finger, but it's worthwhile. It's a really neat chord to use. It also works anywhere on the neck for different roots. So this is B9, C9, D9. Yeah, once you learn one position, you've got a lot of different chords. As far as the strumming pattern goes, the main thing to be concerned with is not rushing. This is a slow, easy song. Your audience probably hasn't heard it before, so you want to give time for the lyrics to develop, and so they're ready for the next phrase. It isn't a 12A, so it's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Which for me usually translates into a down, 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 down. Nice laid back. And for the bridge, the every single chimney, I'll usually do it with just a downbeat. Every single chimney. Notice I'm muting, and if you're playing the A like this, that's really easy. You just lay your hand on it. And the other chords you can mute with the right hand. Give me milk and cookies, I think that's grand. As the story goes, I'm a dearly loved man, but the reason for the season, some folks just don't understand. Oh yeah, I left that part out. And when you're going from one verse to the other, or from the bridge back to a verse, usually you'll do an F-E slide down, which is kind of a neat sound. So you're playing your B9 chord, then play an F chord, and what you do, you pick up the first finger and just slide these 3 fingers down. Which leaves you in a good position for the G sharp later on. Now on the bridge, there is a G sharp minor chord. All you have to do for that is play your G sharp chord and then pick up your middle finger. Don't flip off your Christmas audience, of course. But the reason for the season, some folks just don't understand. So it's back to the workshop. This is Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com, and I hope you enjoy learning this Christmas song and performing it at any Christmas gatherings or Christmas gigs you might have this Christmas. Please check the links below for help with any troublesome chords and links to other Christmas songs that you might enjoy learning and playing. I'm going to stop that, sorry. There's a comment section below this video. Please use it to ask questions. If you have any trouble learning any of this stuff, it's probably my fault for leaving something out. So please ask me and I'll respond as quickly as I can. Thank you for watching.